How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's Moses here, alongside, you know who, the GOAT, Isaiah Gessner.
What's up, man? How we doing?
Today, well, I guess in our eyes tonight, we are coming to you after watching kind of speechless, honestly, as you can see on your screens, the score of Super Bowl 59.
59.
Sorry,
Yep.
I almost said 49. 59. The Philadelphia Eagles did it.
Wow. And let me add, that score you're looking at, 40-22, is inflated. This was a ass kicking.
Unbelievable.
Like,
Zay and I were wrong. We were wrong.
Wrong. And again, we talked about it in the video. We both, in our preview, said we're picking Kansas City. It's not that we're Kansas City fans. It's not that, we want to necessarily see them win. But as I said, given what I've seen, I'm taking Mahomes and the Chiefs against any opponent, at any time, at any location, anywhere. And the Philadelphia Eagles said, all right, bro. We're putting belt to ass.
The streak is over. The reign is over. Zay, I'm sure everyone is happy on our end that we can't glaze anymore.
Nope.
We have to change our opinion now, which is crazy.
Yes. This is a very different video than the one we recorded last year in our Super Bowl recap. This is very different. We talked about last year, man, can't believe Kansas City won this. They're going to come in next year even better. Kelsey's back. Andy Reid's back. Mahomes is obviously still there. This is a different year. And the Chiefs have real problems that have to be addressed. They have to be addressed. This isn't one where, hey, they had some problems last year, but they won. So we can look past them a little more. That offensive line is bad.
It's bad. Good, man.
You're playing people out of position. Tooney's moving around. Mahomes had no time. And this isn't to defend Mahomes. He didn't look good. It was a truly terrible performance for the Chiefs and a truly incredible performance from the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Yeah, it wasn't all, oh man, the Chiefs, the Eagles, man, balled out from the start. You could just tell. Obviously, the Chiefs deferred. They won the toss. The Eagles, little rough start, a couple first downs, but ended up punting.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs' first offensive possession, I just knew they were out of sorts from the jump.
Yes.
You could just tell there were guys running into each other on blocking plays. Like it was awful from the start. And that is not all the Chiefs. That is the Eagles and their front four. They weren't even blitzing, really. That defensive line just absolutely brought it to the Chiefs front line, and that was your game from the jump.
That I'm so glad you brought that up. That's my number one takeaway is the Eagles didn't have to blitz to get at Mahomes. They didn't have to send a surprise corner. They didn't have to send, stack the box and blitz. They're sending 4 guys at you. And those 4 guys cannot be stopped. There's nothing they can do.
Every time.
Like that pocket, compare that to the pocket. Again, both lines. The Eagles' offensive line, if I could give a Super Bowl MVP, listen, Hurts absolutely deserved it. We're going to get to him. He played a phenomenal game.
Mm-hmm.
But my Super Bowl MVP is that offensive line in Philadelphia. That they dominated.
And it wasn't on the ground like we expected, like everyone expected. If the Eagles were going to win this game, they're going to do it with Saquon on the ground. Saquon had a pedestrian game,
Mm.
and they blew the doors off of the Chiefs, man. Like, that is insane.
We talked about this is why you're the GOAT co-host, but you in my notes, the next thing I was getting to is Saquon. We talked about the number one thing we said is if the Eagles are going to win, this Chiefs run defense is tough. And they did pretty solid overall. Hurts was very good. He was
Man.
great. And again, we'll dissect him in a minute. But Saquon had 97 total yards in the game. He ran the ball for 57 yards on 25 carries, good enough for 2.3 yards per carry. This is his worst game of the season. And, he had a couple receptions, ends the game with 97 total yards. But the way we thought they could beat them, that was not the case. That was not the case.
It's absurd. I was personally watching the game with a couple Boise State fans, and we were talking about he was getting Genty treatment.
Yes.
They were stacking the box on first down. They were ensuring that Saquon was not going to be the guy to beat them in this game. And
yes.
Got to applaud them. They did that. Saquon did not beat them. But you know what did? Jalen Hurts in the passing game and the O-line, like you said, dominating the defensive front of the Chiefs every play, every time, just doing kind of whatever they want. It was third down, like third and long, third and 7, they weren't worried. They were willing to do whatever it took, whatever route they needed, anything, and you knew they had a tush push in their back pocket on fourth down if they want, which they busted out a couple times. I loved the aggressiveness to start the game from the Eagles. We're gonna bring it to you. You're gonna have to take this rock from us. It was just flawless execution, honestly.
I mean, I think it was crazy because I really do think it's because today I rewatched the Falcons Patriots 28-3 Super Bowl.
Man.
Greatest Super Bowl of my lifetime. I'm not a fan of either of those teams, and I will forever remember it. Obviously, you as a Pats fan have a whole extra bit of appreciation. But as a fan of the sport, that game is incredible. Like I could not believe that there's a sequence there where the Falcons get to the 25-yard line and have to punt. This is unrelated, but crazy to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But so all this to say, when the Eagles were up 24-0 at half, I'm like, listen, this is Mahomes. They've looked awful. Kansas City's
can't get worse.
Awful. No, like this is terrible. But I think they're gonna piece it together right away in that third quarter. It was not the case. Mahomes threw back-to-back picks, and again, another thing we talked about: these teams aren't going to beat themselves. Kansas City played a part in that. And credit to Philly's defense. Coop, what a birthday for him.
I was about to say, one of the birthday boys had a game.
Like a pick six, dominant. Like it's one of those games that from start to finish, dominance, both sides of the ball, special teams. They had great punts in there. Their kicker wouldn't miss. It was a perfect concoction of everything for Philly. You couldn't script a better game than this, besides the one weird pick that Hurts threw. That's it.
And he knew it was awful throw, awful read.
Yep.
But
didn't pay for it.
Yep. Didn't end up biting them or costing them at all.
No. On to the stats now. We'll pull up some of the QB rushing, and you can see there with the rushing yards. It's Hurts. 72 yards and a tutty on 11 carries. He was so good at extending plays, but knowing when to throw the ball away, when to step up in the pocket. Hey, I can run this. Like you could see, hey, they're going hard on Saquon. This is my opportunity to show off my running skills as a quarterback.
Clinical, man.
Yeah.
It was just, it was, as you said, whatever they needed, he was ready and willing and able to provide it for them in this offense. And it was literally, it was like a storybook. It was beautiful.
Biggest deficit of Mahomes' career this game, down by as much as 34 points. Biggest deficit for, I think, most quarterbacks. That
For
that
sure.
is, let alone in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
He was sacked the most times of his career. And the craziest stat I saw via ESPN, the Chiefs had, or the Eagles had 24 points going into half. The Chiefs had 14 yards. Like, that's, need you know more? That stat alone.
That is it. Obviously on top of that, Kelsey, no receptions, no yards in the first half. I
Terrible.
don't really want to spend too much time on that because there's nothing really to talk about there. But
No.
if you're gonna be the guy, you gotta step up in those situations, and it just didn't happen tonight. A rookie was your best offensive weapon in Xavier Worthy, which is a damn good pickup by the Chiefs, man. Give that guy, oh my gosh, give him a couple years. Oh my.
It was, yeah, like what what an amazing, like, you're looking at that stat line and it's like, well, you played great.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs run game, they did nothing. I swear, I think they ran the ball 3 times in the first half, and I get you're trailing.
Yep.
But what do you have to lose at that point? You can't pick up a first down. Mahomes is getting pressured every single snap. Why not? Like, I get the run. Kareem Hunt's not doing anything. Pacheco's not doing anything. But why not at least ease it up for Mahomes? Make it so, hey, on this play, maybe I won't get hit.
100%.
Like,
Something. You got to try something.
Something like there was nothing. They looked checked out the entire game.
Yeah.
And
like, I think first 3 drives were 3 and outs. Like, just nothing, absolutely nothing. And I want to touch on the running game real quick.
Yeah.
I know it was a serious injury for Pacheco this season. I hope this isn't the beginning of another Kansas City young running back who fizzles out. And it happened with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who we thought was going to be one of those top running backs for a while, fizzled out. Pacheco, it sucks. Injuries suck, and I love Pacheco, but I'm worried. I'm really worried.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I guess we could talk about the Chiefs first and then wrap it up with the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Kansas City's okay. I don't want to hit the red button.
Let's not overreact. Yep.
No, Rashee Rice is going to come back.
I forgot. I forgot.
Like, this super dynamic. They need to address that offensive line.
Yep.
That needs to be priority number 1. You have to protect Mahomes. I get he's, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever already. He needs help.
Yeah, he can't do it by himself.
And this isn't to say he didn't play bad. He didn't have a good game. He missed on a throw to Kelsey. He threw it too low.
Yep.
At his ankles. The drop by D-Hop.
That
is
big.
Inexcusable.
He had so much open field if he could make that catch.
You could argue that's a tutty.
Yeah.
And it's nothing. You gained
right before
nothing.
Half. Yeah.
You needed points on, like, again, you got to go to half without seeing that 0.
You got Butker a field goal, something. He can hit a 50, 60 yard or something.
And you walk out with nothing. Kelsey does nothing. Xavier Worthy played great, but the run game non-existent.
Yeah, man.
These things are inexcusable. You're not going to beat teams like this. Your defense with Chris Jones, he was banged up. There's all of these spots that are just inexcusable for the Chiefs against most teams, let alone a team as deep and skilled and experienced and hungry after losing the last Super Bowl. If you didn't think they were going to come back poised and ready, you're wrong. And they proved that.
Yeah. just all around. We can't say it enough, but credit to the Eagles, man. That youth, that they're going to be scary for a while.
That's my thing too with the Eagles. They're not done either.
Yep.
They could very well, we want to talk about back to back. If we're filming this video next year and the Eagles are our champions, it wouldn't shock me.
I mean, Saquon Barkley is going to go down. It's the greatest free agency pickup maybe ever. Like, it's silly. It's silly, the timeline of this season for all parties included. Giant, whoever, command,
Yep.
like, this season is just what could have been for so many teams.
Yeah, it's and again, I don't want to crap on the Giants every time, but bro, this is as bad as it could get.
It's hard not to bring it up.
I think, the key for me, at least offensively for the Eagles this game, 17 of 22. He had that one bad pick. That's the only play from Hurts I didn't like.
Yeah.
And that I don't know. It was like mind fault. I don't know. It was a bad throw. The receiver messes. Something was wrong. That throw made no sense. It's his only mistake.
If it's a closer game, maybe he's not even making that throw.
He's like, man, we're up big. I'm throwing this
for sure.
That seriously could be. I don't know. Outside of that, you get 69 yards and a tutty from Devontae Smith. As we said, 97 yards from Saquon. You get 43 yards and a tutty from A.J. Brown. You get 42 yards for Dotson. He almost scored. He got them to that 1 yard line there. You have Dallas Goedert with 27 yards. Like, you didn't have the Xavier Worthy game, but you had all of your guys make an impact. You spread the love. Exactly. That depth gets you so many things because it's like, yeah, I can give it to Devontae Smith. He's got the speed. And then I'm going to hit the outside with A.J. Brown. He's bigger than you. He's more physical than you. I can lob this up to him and he's going to get it. Dallas Goedert's a vet, Super Bowl experience. He feels like pure dominance. And Hurts was so good in the pocket. He knew it's a masterful performance from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that Super Bowl win really helps his quarterback resume when we're ranking these quarterbacks. You in this Mahomes Chiefs dynasty era, him and Al Burrow are the two guys that have gotten it done.
Yeah.
And of course Brady, but like not many quarterbacks are winning these Super Bowls, man. So to have that one in this era in the way they did, beyond impressive.
I genuinely cannot say it enough. Beyond shocked at the result. And as you stated, the final score and some of these stats, they do not tell the story of this game.
No, they don't. And yeah, what a successful season for the Eagles. I was wrong. Again, said this in the last video. I thought going into this season, the vibes were off with Sirianni.
Yep. Thought he should have been fired.
I was on, and I would have been wrong, and I could have cost this team a Super Bowl.
Yep. Thankfully, we're not making the decisions yet.
Yes, literally. Like, for all Eagles fans, you're welcome that I'm not in that spot because I would have messed you up. Hurts gets it done. Kelsey retirement doesn't matter. Saquon addition. He is the best signing of the year, hands down. Even with under 3 rushing yards in the Super Bowl per game run, it doesn't matter. What a performance! Dominant through and through. That's that.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Let us know your takes. I know we had an Eagles fan in the last video talking. Boy,
congrats,
not even
man.
Talking smack to us, but
seriously,
like, Birds got this.
Yep.
And I said, we'll see. We're in for a great game. We saw. And
we weren't in for a great game. We were in for an ass kicking.
we were in for a smack around from the first second to the final bell. It was amazing. With that being said, let us know your thoughts on the Super Bowl. What are your thoughts on the Chiefs going forward, the Eagles going forward? Call your shot. Super Bowl winner next season.
Yeah, let us know who you got.
Let us know who you got. Preview for this week. Again, 3-video week. We said we're coming back, and we are back. We're busier
We're
than
hot.
ever.
Yep.
Got this video, obviously. You're watching it now. Moses, beautiful hockey video.
Thank you, sir.
4 Nations video coming out same
So
day.
hype. So hype.
Same day. So you're gonna get that today for our hockey fans. Then our long-awaited, our bracketology video that really it's time. You're gonna get this now every week. At least, I'll Mo and I, it's probably gonna be both of us. If it's not, I promise you'll get something from me. You'll
100%.
get bubble videos. You'll get all this. The closer we get, you'll get our conference tourney picks, which is our most successful video on the channel.
One of my favorite ones to do and research.
Yes.
Yeah, it's sad to see this football season end, but excited to cap off this amazing college basketball season and the rest of this sports year. It's going to be a great one.
Yep.
We're already off to a great start.
We are. We'll get the Dodgers World Series exhibition season.
Yep.
Yeah,
we may as well scrap MLB videos for the year because we might put out one and there's not much to say.
Yeah. Here's our pick to win. It's the Dodgers. See you next year.
See you guys.
Guess who we're picking? Guess who I'm picking next year? But yeah, that's what we got for the week. And then plenty of videos. We'll have an elimination chamber video on my end with a guest, which I'm really excited for later in the month.
Yep.
We've got some cool stuff. So thank you for tuning in. We love y'all. Can't wait to keep recording these videos. Mo and I'm so blessed to have him as my co-host and get to record these videos. So
love, brother. It's likewise.
Have a great rest of your day. We love y'all.
Whoa.
Oh,
we're doing a song?
Oh, Mo.
I mean, we don't have to, but
do it, please. I even have a song.
Before we wrap the video up, song of the pod, per usual. I've been listening to my youngin playlist recently. Back in the day, middle school, younger Mo. I got 500 Bends by Joey Badass.
Great song.
I haven't heard that song in years, man. And it came on the other day. It just brought me back to a happy time in life. So go
great pick.
This one. Thank you.
Great pick. I've got Mutt by Leon Thomas, one of my favorite albums of last year. Leon Thomas is a phenomenal writer. Honestly, if you've heard a popular rap or R&B cut in the last couple years, you want to talk about Drake, you want to talk about all these guys, Leon Thomas has writing credits on so many of those. If you're a Victorious fan, it's Andre from Victorious. Leon Thomas is,
What? That's lit. I didn't know that.
He is incredible as an artist. I listen to his album all the time, so there we go. He also performed on Colbert. It's awesome. So free plug on that.
I'm tapping in, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the guy, man.
Yep.
Now we can conclude the video. Thank you, Mo. I almost fumbled this.
We're good. We're out.
Almost Mahomes to this. These are one of the few times I can get my jabs in. So
I love it, bro. Yeah, we may as well.
Awesome.
We may as well.
Yeah. That's the video. Love y'all. We'll see you in the next one.
Later, everyone.
Later.